Howdy folks, this is going to be the walkthrough for 2016. So over behind the shot, if you look, here is all the elements as you see in the daytime from behind from my porch. Cars honking. That's what you get when you live in a small city. It's great. So right here I have my Raspberry Pi that controls the whole show, and right there I have my FM transmitter that transmits all my songs, and as you can see I have an old router right there, and that router sends all the signals from the Raspberry Pi to all my controllers to make everything work. So all my lights are on my network. So first of all, we'll start with the Raspberry Pi. So that sends a signal. I have a Cat5 cable coming out, running out the back, and going to my router right there. And then you can see a blue cord, and that blue cord goes right there through that conduit, walking out the conduit, and it goes right under here to my Megatree, and connects to my hub. So it's a 5-port hub, and as you can see, I only have 3 ports working right now. So anyway, that connects to the hub, and from the hub, one of the cords is my going from a router. The other cord goes to this one, which is my E131 bridge, which all my controllers except for this one is connected to, and this one is my Pixel controller. And this one here controls my Megatree. So as you can see, let's go walk around my Megatree, and we have it all right there, the star and everything else. So the Raspberry Pi sends signal to my hub, and my hub deviates the signal to either this controller or this controller, depending on which one it is, where it needs to go. So have you noticed I have 4 connections right here? I have 4 connections right here. With those 4, you'll take the second one here, and on the second one, that one controls my leaping arches. This one controls my leaping arches. This one controls this 32 channel controller right here. And this one here goes all the way over there to a controller that controls my snowflakes and my palm trees, and that tree right there. And then finally we have this output right here, which controls another controller way over there. So we'll follow him down and we can show where he is. So let's start with this first one, right? Okay, so this first one, as you can see, we got it going. Got a cord, got a Cat5 cable that goes over here past my mini trees, comes over here, and it connects to this controller. And as you can see, I have more network cable, Cat5 cables, coming off of here. And so this controller controls my leaping arches. So as you can see, I have all these network cables here, And each one of these network cable goes to half an arch. So if I have 8 of them, so 2 of these controls. It doesn't want to zoom. It doesn't want to focus. But sorry about the focusing. But 2 of these controls one arch, and I have 4 arches. So so this is the first arch, second arch, third arch, and fourth arch. So you can see, so those cables come in there, and they go around, and here's my first set. So all my lights hook up to this controller. So you can see I have a controller, I have a Raspberry Pi, connects to underneath my Megatree and runs all the way down to this controller, which then runs all the way down to this controller. So you have a controller to a controller to finally to a set of controllers that the lights get set up to. So as you can see, I have 2 separate ones here, whereas on this one I have one big one, right? 2. One are big. This one controls all this, but it's got 2 network cables going in. So that's the first leaping arch, second leaping arch, third leaping arch. Here's the third one, right? So here's the controller for here, right? Little notes when I tested it, telling me that everything worked. And that one controls the fourth one. So as you can see, and this is from behind. So if you come out here where everybody looks, this is where it looks like they'll go to. So going back over here to my mini tree, seeing all my cords are together. So it creates from less tripping. And then you have this one right here. This one connects to this controller. If you notice, on top of here, I have 2 sets of controllers. Now these controllers on top control my falling stars, right? My snowfall tubes. So I have 2 controllers that control those. And very similar to that last one we just saw, we have that. And if you notice, we have a couple more here. That one, the next one goes over here, all the way over here, connects to this controller, and this controller has a total of 96 channels to use. I'm not using those, so I'm just using some of those. But as you can see, each one of those goes off to all these controllers here. So I have all these that control my palm trees and my snowflakes. There's the controller for the snowflakes, and then here are my snowflakes right here. Got 4 of them. So if we go back to our E131 bridge, coming back around, and we have our last control, our last space. Oops, I guess that helps if you can see. And that follows all the way back here. Back here, very similar path to what we did for the leaping arches, but we're going over to this controller. And this controller is unique because I can hook up the lights all to here. That controller controls my driveway arches, my candy canes, this tree, my big star, and all my